Good evening, everyone. I welcome all the dignitaries who are viewing this video. First of all, I show my heartfelt gratitude for giving me an opportunity to deliver a talk in this Namana lecture series 2 with a advanced topic known as research and report writing. It is my respect and gratitude to our chairperson Harshavardhan Agadi sir and our vice chairperson Geeta madam, Professor V.K. Kustigi sir, all the alumni coordinators and my dear colleague friends. Why I have selected this topic means we are aware of all the academic activities, but the world is looking for a different scenario like research and activities. Therefore, the country like Israel is recruiting the faculties and the engineers who are involved in the research work and coming with a good output. That's why the research is playing a very important role. Therefore, I am selecting this topic here. I am covering the two areas here in a brief idea because it is a ocean. First area is a research and second one is how to write a report, that is a research report in a systematic way. Myself, Dr. Suresh Bujari, working as assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Agri College, Lakshmeshwaram. Since from 2008 till today, I am working as a faculty. Totally, I am having a 24 years of experience. And in the year of 2021, I got PhD in the field of composite materials, that is advanced coated composite materials. Moving into the next slide. What do you mean by research? It is a careful investigation for a new facts in any branch of engineering, not only engineering, in any branch of knowledge. It may be a medicine also, it may be a literature also, it may be a social science also, it may be a mathematics also, any branch of knowledge. If we are doing investigation, then that thing we are calling it as a research. Research is a systematic effort to gain a new knowledge. A systematic effort is there, step by step effort is there in order to get the new knowledge. There is a difference between research and invention. The idea is already there, the concept is there, and we are just searching that concept and getting that concept and presenting that concept in our own style, that is called as a research. Whereas invention is finding a new thing, like a nickel coated composite material. That is a combination of material which is having a nickel coated reinforced with a hardened B4C materials, which is not present in the universe earlier, but we are inventing it. No doubt the materials are available. Okay, that is a research, but you are also inventing the new metal. That is the difference between the research and invention. defining and redefining the problems, formulating the hypothesis or objectives. It is a step-by-step procedure. You have to form the hypothesis and you have to build your own objectives. And how to build your own objectives? By collecting, organizing, and evaluating the data, making deduction and reaching the conclusion. Deduction means so many data are available, which data are relevant for your research work, that is evaluating those data. If unwanted the informations are collected, you just deduct those unwanted informations and collect the required data. Testing the conclusion to determine whether they fit in the formulating hypothesis and objectives. After collecting the data, you have to test whether those data are fitting in our hypothesis, okay, from which we are just writing our objectives. Why we should do the research? We should do the research to get a degree from the university, that is a one point. If you want to become a doctor, then you have to research in a particular field and submit your report and get that degree. Desire to face the challenges in solving the unsolved problems. It helps you to challenge or solve the problems which we are considering the unsolved problems earlier. After that, okay, the problems can be solved with a systematic way. Desire to get an intellectual joy of doing creative work. After doing the research, you will feel something happy. That is the inner happiness will be there. That is also a part of the research. Desire to be a service to the society. Whenever you are inventing something or whenever you are doing the research work and come up with a beautiful or fruitful result, okay, that will help to the society. And desire to get a respect from the society and getting a government job, solving the unemployment problems. They are all the some of the systematic the aspects why we have to do the research work. Here you have to validate the intuition, improve the method, demand the job, and kept it for the open platform. Okay, these are the certain steps which we are following during the research work. Here you have to choose a subject. That subject may be based on your idea. That subject may be based on your idea means it may be in the field of materials, it may be in the field of thermal engineering, it may be in the field of design engineering, or it may be in the field of IT sectors, marketing, agriculture sectors, whatever it may be. Based on that, you have to formulate an idea, and based on your experience also, in which area you are very good, thoroughly got the knowledge, based on your reading habit. Okay, some are very much interested in reading the dramas, some are very much interested in reading the public articles, some are very much interested in reading current affairs, some are very much interested in reading the different type of the technologies like ITs, artificial intelligence. Okay, like that, you just according to your reading habit and originality. Okay, that originality plays a very important role. Whatever the work you are doing, going to show, the original work should be reproduced. You should not copy the things and you should not duplicate that things and you should not present in front of the public, because once any the report or the thesis or the materials what you are revealed, it is kept open in the public sectors, and there may be a chance of getting n number of queries. Therefore, originality is much. The important features of research and design is, first you have to plan, second you have to make a particular strategy by gathering and analyzing the data, and then systematic evaluating those data, and the way you are implementing should be a budget oriented method should be there, because the money plays very important role. Therefore, first fix the budget, and within that budget you have to execute your research work. Not only the budget, time is also playing very important role. How much time you want to take, whether it is a short term research work, middle term research work, or long term research work. According to that, first set the time and fix the budget and go ahead for the research work. What are the characteristics of research? There is a systematic characteristics is that all the steps must be interrelated. Whatever the data you are formulating or getting now, you have to arrange all the data in a systematic way, and there should be a interlinked one another way. That is in the form of hierarchy. Okay, and the logical, agreeing with the certain principles of logic. The data, if it is not having any logic, don't take that data. The data should have a particular logic, and it may be a empirical, that is, but a conclusion should be based on the evidences and observations. Whatever the data you are collecting, say for example you are collecting 10 papers, where you are going to get those papers, in which journal those papers are published, whether Scopus, IEEE journals, UGC Care journals. Okay, what is the standard of that data, whether those are already implemented or not. Therefore, conclusions should be based, okay, that is called as empirically, by certain evidences and by the certain observations also. The characteristics of research work also includes the objectivity. It must answer the research questions, whatever the questions arise from the readers or from the publication people or from the student side or from the judge side, like that. Okay, the answer should be there. You should not skip, or you should not go away from the answers. That means systematic objectivity, replicability, that is reproducibility, transmissibility, quality control. It must be a very accurate one. Okay, quality control, it must be a very accurate one. Okay, it should be within the particular standard range. Okay, it should not go away from the standard, because standards are nothing but those are the ranges which are worldwide accepted. Okay, the results, whatever you are getting now, the answers or the judgment or the conclusion, whatever you are giving now, those should meet the standards, maybe a national level standards or maybe an international level standards. Okay, here step by step in the brief I will explain. Define your objectives. Try to keep these objectives as simple as, because the complex objectives which cannot be fulfilled will become a problem for you. If that objective is complex in nature, divide those objectives into a simpler one and write in a systematic way. The more variables, the more difficult. If the variables are more, then coming to the conclusion is also very difficult. Therefore, avoid the variables. Okay, use the boundary conditions. Okay, we use the boundary conditions. Use the opportunities, whatever the opportunities you are having, use those opportunities systematically. Get help of this stage from the senior colleagues or from the experienced teachers or the scholars. The scholars are the persons who are involved in the research work. We are calling it as a scholars, and you have to get the information. You have to make a call, and you have to have you should involve the discussion. Okay, that is nothing but experience researchers and senior colleagues information or the advice we can call it as. Here the literature survey is very much important. This is the second stage, literature survey. No objectives can be formed, okay, without research survey. What is literature research survey? Check to see if your idea is original or not. How to check it? You have to search the papers. Suppose my PhD work is on nickel coated before reinforced composite material. How many people are involved in the composite material research work? Then how many people are involved in nickel coated research work? And how many people are involved in before reinforced nickel coated metal matrix research work? Therefore, here what is clear, initially the literature survey is just like an ocean, and whenever you are fixing the boundary condition, then that papers, whatever you are downloading from the Google search or Web of Science engine and all, that will become a narrow. Again and again, specific objectives if you are setting at particular temperature, at particular pressure, okay, at particular, okay, boundary conditions, if you are searching the papers, then very few papers are available. Then you can fetch those papers for your research work. That means research literature survey is there, no? Initially it seems to be a difficult, and whenever you are involved with a systematic boundary conditions, then very much specific objectives will give you the specific papers only. And after getting the specific papers, read all the articles and their references also, and find the gap in which area that there is a gap is there, scope is there for making a particular research. That gap is very important. Therefore, what is the main objective of the literature survey? The main objective of literature survey is to finding the gap and thereby setting our specific goals. Two types of goals are there. Common goals are there and specific goals are there. Okay, specific goals are nothing but finding the gap and getting the ideas in a systematic way. Find absolute measurement and results, and again define the objectives and go for the research study. Here the same thing is already repeated here. Many things I already explained. That's why I am skipping this slide. This is the